welcome to RPG Reanimators. It's a live actual play. Today we'll be playing bits and pieces from the No Time to Scream collection. Sawyer will be running the game for us today, so take it away, Sawyer.
Thank you, Nathan. It is a evening in 1927 Arkham, Massachusetts. The city has been kind of trapped in this gang war after one of the families killed a family member of the other family's boss, and that kind of tipped things over. You're all settling in for a whatever you do during the evening when you receive a urgent call from either from one Dr. Warwick, or in the case of some of you, warning you about the call from one Dr. Warwick. You don't catch a lot of it. He's asking for your help. He talks about like body and um, it's something that needs to be averted, something that needs to be stopped, and then he just hangs up. But sorry. You know where he lives, and what you know about him is that he has been fired from his position as a physician for desiccation of a corpse.
Hmm.
So you're all heading over to his apartment, which is in a fairly nice downtown building in Arkham. But who is the first to arrive there?
I'm a fellow doctor, so I'm going to be punctual with my medical bag as I'm turning in. I think this knowledge that he had gotten in trouble for these bodies has Dr. Evans a bit on edge as she walks up to the door and is knocking on it. She's very smartly dressed, middle aged, we'll say, very business-like as she's looking there and just she's worried about her colleague, maybe not friend, but colleague.
You're at the Tower Professional Building, and at this apartment, you're knocking. You would know there's a sign out front that says Dr. Warwick. He kind
Mhm.
of practices from in his apartment too. It's a hybrid between work and home. But knocking, there is no answer, and you do hear footsteps coming from down the hall, and that is the next person who arrives.
What
And I
time of
would
day
say,
is it?
It
Sorry.
is it is evening.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I would say that'd be me. So after stepping out of a taxi and lighting up a cigarette, I'd walk up to Warwick's residence. I am Henry Valentine, served in the Great War. Haven't heard from the good doctor in quite a while, and I was quite worried until he all of a sudden reached out today. I've got a scar on my face from shrapnel, and I'm wearing let's say a trench coat.
Have you met the doctor before?
Yeah, he's a good guy because he
Doctor.
treated this injury I have, and he dug a bullet out of me out of my right leg.
Have you met Dr. Evans?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But he looks like an academic type.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Are you familiar with Dr. Warwick?
Um, yes, he's a colleague of mine, Dr. Evans, and she reaches out and
Henry.
a hand. Henry, yes.
Nice to meet you, miss.
I'm a little bit worried. Dr. Warwick's an old friend of mine. He call you as well?
He sounded a little panicked. He was talking about some weird stuff, so I came right away.
Well, maybe. That said, he's not answering the door, and she'll go knock on it a few more times.
And yeah, there is no answer. And the next person to arrive shows up as well.
You hear a wavering voice kind of shouting down the hall, "Is there a party?"
as looking down, there is an uneven clop, 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 as you see a woman who is wearing sort of pump heels. Looks like she was very clearly just out on the town a little bit, stumbling a bit as she goes down the hallway. So are you here about Dr. Warwick?
Yes, you are.
I'm his secretary, Penny. Penny Banks, yeah.
I see, and he is here, right?
Well, God, I hope so. I got a call at my home that there was something concerning about Dr. Warwick, and so I thought I'd go in and check on him.
Oh, you have a key.
I'm pretty sure I know where he hides one. Do you maybe like check the fire escape if you can get in, look in through the windows or something?
Um, she just looks to Henry like,
I mean, if
"Y-
the man's in trouble, then I wouldn't be opposed.
knock, 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 knock on the door."
Yeah.
I tell you what, let me see. I think I may have a spare key in here somewheres, for work reasons. And
Hmm,
I want to attempt to roll a little sleight of hand.
where's my wallet?
Okay. That is okay, so that's a hard success on sleight of hand. So yeah, and I open up my little clutch purse and am grabbing a lock picking set, but I'm trying to like hunch over the door, like, oh God, I know it's in here somewhere. If I may attempt to pick the lock on his apartment.
You may, and we'll say at this point, Virginia Day also arrives.
She rolls up looking extremely disheveled. Her dress is wrinkled. She's like, I got a call. I'm supposed to be here, I guess. Somebody's in trouble. It woke me up. I usually sleep during the day. What's going on here? Who are you people?
We're here making a wellness check.
She's not wrong. I'm Dr. Evans, a colleague of Dr. Warwick.
And who are you, sweetheart?
I'm a private investigator.
Oh. Well, thank God you're here. I managed to find my spare key. I think the door's open now. You want to be the first to go in? Tin man,
Yeah,
tin woman, I guess?
yeah. I think you guys will just contaminate the scene if there is a scene.
Well,
Nobody's
we wouldn't
answered the
want to get
door
in
though,
your way.
right?
No one has answered the door. No.
Nobody listened at the door. Anybody inside?
If there was someone inside, they'd probably open the door by now, wouldn't they?
Unless they're a dangerous element and you've tipped them off.
I'm
A dangerous element.
I'm
Uh-oh.
sure Dr. Warwick's reputation is a little exaggerated, and he's not dangerous. Just uh, eccentric, maybe.
Eccentric. Uh-huh.
Yes, yes. Uh, but yes, if what was Banks? Was it? If you have the
Penny,
door open,
Penny.
Penny, of course. Yes, if you have the door open, Miss Dr. Warwick, Lawrence.
Yeah. Peeking inside, there is this entryway, and on the right is what looks like an office area and like a waiting area. It's where he, does all his consulting and work. On the left is an entrance to the apartment itself. Good thing is you don't smell a corpse, which makes sense given the call was fairly recent.
They
But
all probably smell a lot of gin that is radiating off of Penny.
the place doesn't seem clean. It's trash hasn't been taken out. Someone just hasn't tidied up. It looks like someone was living alone here and not really taking care of their space or taking care of themselves. Are you all going in?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yep.
We're all very nosy.
Yeah. You flip on the lights and head farther into the apartment. Where are you all looking?
So yeah, we have a map that I'll put up in the corner there. Are we in kind of the lower right near that like plant maybe?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that is the entryway, and you see that whole right space is the consulting area, and then all that space to the left is the
I see. I
apartment.
see. I'll head to the living room unless the people are feeling otherwise. Just again calling out, Dr. Warwick, Lawrence.
I think I'm going to head more into the office space, go through the consulting area, and then try to rifle through. Search his desk to be sure we don't have any clues as to his whereabouts and valuables.
I was also going to head towards the office area.
Shit.
Then I'll check out the bedroom.
All right. We'll start with Evans and Valentine, since you're heading into the apartment itself. The living room is empty, aside from the furniture that's there. It looks like there's kind of a space near the apartment entrance itself where he keeps all his shoes, and you can see there are empty spots in them as if he's already out. As for the bedroom, there isn't a corpse there, so that's a good thing. But
What a relief.
again, there's that same sort of disheveled, unclean space.
Yeah, no signs of entry, nothing.
No.
All right. I'll take the loose hanging cigarette out of my mouth and tap it into an ashtray. And I'll turn to you, Charlotte. Looks pretty clear.
It does. Yeah. She'll just like start heading into the kitchen with the shoes gone. Maybe he's just out. But
Does he work anywhere? Are there any signs of that?
He did get fired. He was a physician, but
yeah, I think he's working here, like out of his.
Oh, he's working out
I
of his
think so.
apartment.
Yeah.
We'll join up with the rest then.
Yeah.
also they would have revoked his license.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
The hospital won't
Yeah.
touch him with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah. As for Virginia Day and Penny Banks, you enter this office space that smells strangely of gasoline. Both of you can give me a spot hidden to kind of look around, or if you have forensics, that works too, which I think Evans has.
Well, it's good this isn't Delta Green, because that's a 77. I'm more looking for valuables than anything useful.
Just a regular success.
Looking for valuables, you do find a collection of what looks like very high quality pins, custom made. Virginia Day, you find a collection of articles and papers. It looks like he has kind of they're not quite like red yarn on a clipboard, but it's kind of that idea where they're all spread out on a desk after they're a part of some investigation he's running. And I'll put those in the chat.
I recognize an investigation when I see one.
Yeah. There's also a newspaper article as well.
These are the sure signs of a stable individual right here.
Too bad he didn't keep all this stuff in a journal or something we could read.
This is what's left of the journal, I guess.
Yeah.
Do we know where St. Mary's morgue is?
Evans will say you walk in and you definitely know where that is. That's on the Miskatonic campus.
Yeah, the morgue that's on campus. Why do we need the morgue? Oh no, he hasn't been let near bodies again, has he?
I'll let you be
Maybe.
the
Is there
judge
a
of
story
that.
behind this?
Yeah. Did you want to read these out loud real quick?
What's that say?
Virginia,
What's
just
that
so we
say?
have that- Yeah.
Sure, I can read them.
Yeah.
How old is the corpse? What was the process of mummification? Egyptian, was it wrapped or natural due to conditions cold, dry? Ritual, presentation or sanitation, religious? Internal organs removed or in situ? Check for arsenic as indicator of pre-20th century process. Arterial injection, cavity removal? Examination indicates regrowth. Unbelievable. Regeneration. What happens if left unchecked? Full reanimation? Can't be allowed. Burn it. St. Mary's Morgue has incinerator. Uh, and there's an article. A mummified man found at home. Arkham police were called to a vacant property on South Sentinel Street in the Rivertown neighborhood when neighbors complained of a strange smell. On entering the property, police discovered the mummified body of a man whose identity is yet to be established. Inquiries are ongoing.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I thought he just drank too much of the formaldehyde stuff. You know, it's cheap hooch, but it'll work.
Penny, yeah, you would recognize that story because in the criminal underworld,
I believe it's the Secretaries Association. Thank you very much, Mr. Keepasar.
The Secretaries Association, there has been a certain secretary who has had a reputation for himself of being nearly unkillable. They called him Lucky DeLuca, and he was one of the members of the Italian Secretaries Organization. And there's this kind of stories, legends around him of the many attempts trying to kill him, but maybe you've interacted with him before and he seemed very, very strange, like almost as if he was just this really odd fellow, creepy even.
Yeah, probably owe him money at this point. It's hard to keep track.
Yeah.
I'm a secretary, not an accountant. All right, but it looks like the old geezer, Dr. Warwick is heading over to the morgue to probably defile some more bodies if we want to go catch him and stop him. And like maybe there's a reward or something, you know?
Yeah, why on earth would he be burning these bodies? He's saying that they're regenerating? What's going on?
That's not possible.
He's mentally unwell.
Yes, he's mentally unwell is what it is. I had hoped that it was limited.
He might be a danger to himself. Like, we need to get this guy into the Arkham Sanatorium.
Yeah, Tony said in his call that that Warwick said something about we got to stop it, and he was yelling, and there's a big tussle or something. So yeah, it's probably trying to just,
Tony?
huh?
Who's Tony?
Doesn't matter. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Oh. Huh.
A fellow secretary.
I don't think that's interesting. Yes, let's grab a taxi. We'll ride share down to the morgue. Because yeah, I agree. It seems like he might be trying to find this mummified man and burning him.
Ride share. Now that's an idea. Like if we had people that were doing taxis instead of taxis, but we still charge money to them and take it all for ourselves. Man, what a con!
They'll never pick up.
Dr. Evans, could you give me one last forensics roll?
I absolutely
if you have it.
can.
I'll go over to Virginia
Ooh,
and say,
12
what
seems
do you
good.
think about Penny?
I think there's something
Warwick's a little
fishy
too
going
poor
on.
to afford a secretary.
I think if he had a secretary, it wouldn't be this messy.
So you've looking around the room one last time. Some of the equipment on the ground, there's this kind of pile of various equipment. There's shovels, like wood saws, a metal tub, and it all seems tools that are used to dispose of a body.
Oh dear.
Next to this can of gasoline.
Yeah, just picking up, giving it a shake. Seems pretty full. Does it look like anything did get set on fire here, or is this?
Not here, no.
I'm sorely tempted. Yeah, let's grab those shovels, please. Stuff. Let's just clean up here. I don't like him having these things.
If
Okay,
he's doing a
I've got a
crime,
duffel bag, so I can put that gasoline and the shovels in my duffel bag.
Yeah, do that. I don't think he's done a crime. I'm thinking this is something he's planning to do, and if we take it out of here, he won't be able to do it.
if that
And he won't
gasoline is
burn down
empty,
the apartment. Oh, is it empty? Like,
It's about half full. So
It's about half empty, she says.
Oh, really? I'd say it's half full.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I think it's at half capacity, and I put it into the duffel bag.
But
If
I
he's
don't
done a
know.
crime, he should go to jail for it.
I don't know about that, but I think that he may be actively criming, and we have a chance to stop him from this terrible, tragic turn of events for a reward.
Yeah, that's my thought. Is at least the wood saws need to go, because if he starts chopping up the body, that's tough to fix.
I
But
guess
they're
someone's got to pay
here.
my per diem.
But they're here, and he's not. So, I mean, do these saws look used? Or do they look fresh?
Oh yeah.
they look like they haven't been used for what you're thinking. So no, they haven't been used yet.
Yeah, let me give it a taste.
There's no blood on them.
No, they're clean.
Jerky.
Yeah.
So you're just removing the temptations. I see. Yeah, we should take all the sharp, pokey objects with us in a duffel bag with a can of gasoline, because I'm sure nobody's going to look twice at us about that.
Please,
Yeah,
I'm
the
a
duffel
doc.
bag's closed. It's fine.
Like the way you think, soldier.
All right, let's get to St. Mary's.
All right, taxi.
Yeah. The taxi driver takes you out of the apartment area and takes you and towards Miskatonic campus. It is
Right here, buddy.
yeah.
Pull over right there.
The hospital still seems open, and there are definitely people inside of it. But the campus itself is very quiet at this time of the night.
Here's a penny as your tip. That's a lot of money these days.
He nods in appreciation.
Go buy yourself something nice.
All I heard is penny, here's your tip. So,
Don't
waiting?
spit it. Don't spit it all in one place.
Yeah. She'll hand you a stick of gum. Don't quit your day job. There's your tip.
Oh, fine, it's free.
Yeah, this hospital is like 5 stories tall, probably, with a basement. And where are you all going in it?
Straight to the morgue, right?
Right to the morgue.
Because that's where he said he'd, be
Yeah,
interested in disposing of this body. That he probably exhumed, given the shovels.
Yeah.
Did the shovels have signs of like dirt?
Not
No.
yet. No. But
How many people are here?
there are probably 4 or 5 in the lobby itself, kind of running through the various rooms in the hospital. There's a woman at the desk.
in that case, I'll just do a quick hi. We need to go look in your morgue. I'm Dr. Evans.
I'm sorry, the morgue's closed at this time of the night.
I assure you, we won't disturb anybody. A little bit of morgue humor there.
Well,
I'm just saying, and she kind of looks around. You might have a bit of a Warwick situation on your hands.
she kind of, her eyes widen in recognition. Says, "Oh, I see. Well, you want to give me a persuade or
Oh,
a?"
absolutely. I'm sure I'm
That's
good
like-
at that.
I was gonna say bonus die. No, it is bonus die in this
Could I
system.
argue for a charm?
Charm works too.
Wonderful.
You slide your hand over hers.
Someone as beautiful as you should be in the Wait, no.
What?
An 18
Pause.
under 35.
I just really need to get in the morgue.
With that
We have
success,
a Warwick, code Warwick.
she says, "Well, here, if you're dealing with it, please deal with it. Here's the key to the elevator."
Yes, thank you. We'll make sure that he's out of your hospital.
She almost shudders thinking of him, and then you'll.
Ma'am,
Yes.
you know who else is here in this building?
Well, we have our regular patients, and we're not operating in full capacity because of the night. It's nighttime, so we don't have all the doctors here. But
I see.
we've been taking in various patients, victims of the ongoing gang war. So
Yeah, shame about that. What's happening to this city? Anyways, so there shouldn't be anyone else in the morgue.
no, it's closed. I mean,
Makes sense.
no one's there living.
Are you the only one with the key to the elevator, or are all
No
the
one's
doctors have one
living
as
in
well?
the morgue.
Warwick used to have one, but I thought they took it. But yeah, the doctors that have one aren't here currently.
I mean, keys can be cloned.
He also could have gone through the back entrance.
This hospital is
Boy, it
full
really
of
sounds like he
holes.
was dying to get in there. Huh? Anybody? Huh?
She shudders
God,
again.
liven up.
This is a Warwick situation, Penny. There's no time for humor.
Code Warwick.
Heaven only knows what he's doing to the bodies down there. I'm sorry.
It's
ma'am.
fine. They're dead. But we should stop him before things have gone too far, right? Yeah.
Could you, any of you can do it, give me a listen roll?
Sure thing.
Ooh, that's no good.
Holy cow. Ought to extreme success.
Oh, I also had an extreme success.
In the awkward pause after my joke, there is a sound.
Where's that
Penny,
cricket?
Penny and
Oh wait.
Oh.
Hard.
Henry, Penny, and Virginia. The nurse there doesn't seem to pick up on it, but you three hear what sounds like a scream from below you. It's very
Okay.
muffled through the floors, but
Looks like we gotta go.
That guy got it. Oh, God.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What'd you
we
guys
gotta
hear?
go.
Time to go.
All right, thank you. Thank
Can
you.
you lock up behind us?
me,
Yeah, you. Who
I
else?
can lock the elevator.
All right. And we'll get the key or whatever to react.
Yeah, I'll hold on to the key now that I know the door's locked behind me. I'll hold on to this. It'll be fine.
That sounds good. We're locked in.
We
Except
get
for the
back door,
cramped
apparently.
elevator.
Except for the back door.
Yeah, no one really questioned that, and I'm a bit concerned, but it's okay. It's fine.
It's pretty standard for Miskatonic, honestly.
An escape route in all mortuaries, morgues.
Yeah. Well, for sales, you know,
Wonder if there's a
of
history
course.
behind that.
it's a ghoulish trade.
I don't get it.
So you arrive. The elevator's slow because it's 1927, but you arrive down at this first what is it called, autopsy room in the morgue. You don't see anyone immediately, but there's this track of blood coming from the room ahead of you. Can't tell. It looks like something was dragged through into this room, and it kind of stops in the center of the room.
Oh, goodness.
Well, I think we have a Warwick situation then.
Yeah.
How fresh is the blood?
Very fresh.
Okay.
Do you hear anything moving?
Yeah, I was just about to ask that.
You hear what sounds like gurgling or from the room ahead of you. Something is also moving above you. Something kind of, it's like something's being shaken or knocking against.
What the hell is that? And I looked up.
Must be the radiator. Let somebody go into that bloodstained room. That I hear something gurgling. It's either somebody with some mouthwash or a body currently getting exsanguinated.
So there are two
Sure.
shovels. Henry and I can take the shovels and go in.
No, I'm just rushing in. I still have the duffel bag on me because someone needs help.
I'm just thinking a weapon, you know?
Yeah, hit them with the duffel bag full of sharp objects. That'll work.
Sharp objects and gasoline.
And gasoline. Nothing can go wrong.
Of course.
No, Virginia, I think Dr. Evans and you probably lock eyes and like she goes for a scalpel off a nearby table or a bone saw or something. Just like I don't know what he's capable of at this point.
Penny is more
Yeah.
than content to let you all go ahead, as you might notice her hand going into her purse. She's like, "Oh no, what should we do? You should go in there and look."
I'm rushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those who run into the room can give me a sanity roll, because what you see leaning against the table, one of the autopsy tables, is Dr. Warwick. He has a scalpel stuck into his throat, which he's kind of like palming at, and there's just blood soaking out of it onto his clothing and onto the floor. His
So it's
bag,
just me, right? I fumbled.
it's just one on a failure, but he is still alive, but he has this bag next to him, and he's saying, you have to get them. You have
Them.
the pieces got away. You have to burn them. And he starts gurgling again, choking on his blood.
What the hell? Oh, I'm gonna try and administer first aid to save this man's life.
Put some gauze on it.
So you're all seeing this now too.
Yeah. If we're hearing, are you like telling us to get?
Yeah,
into
you're
it?
hearing me.
You're
Yeah,
a doctor.
doctor. Well, why?
So proper
doc
first aid's to
here.
rip this blade out of his neck, right?
Ah!
Of course, yes.
Wait. This is the 20s. Yes, and I'll be here with the bucket to catch the blood. Let's go.
I meant to ask what the situation is. Is it like a drop ceiling or is it like
They're all like tiles. Why am I short on my camera? I don't know.
Get the
Okay.
booster seat.
Yeah, there we go.
Going on
Drink
up
the
there?
juice that makes you small.
I thought it was like the auto adjusting. Yeah, they're tiles, and there is something kind of knocking around up there.
tiles as in like would you be able to shift one out of the way? Like are you like
Yeah.
saying like
Press
the
it
drop
up.
ones? Yeah, okay. That's what I meant by drop ceiling is the
Mhm.
the ones that you move at. Okay.
Hey, Warwick's dying over here.
Oh, okay. I'm coming. She's got her bag. And good God, Warwick.
I'll try to make the passing easier or attempt to save his life, depending on the.
I can help. I can
How it
help.
looks.
No,
Stop
don't let
holding
that crazy doctor near him.
Where'd you even get that pillow from? Hold up. And she'll like start putting pressure on, and yeah,
Yeah, you got to plunge it deeper.
Yeah.
That's how you don't
Yeah.
pull it out. You pull it through, right? I think that's how it works.
this is the best place to take care of him.
Henny's gonna leave this to the experts, and while Henry presumably is like drop the bag on the ground, I'm gonna try to reach down and grab one of the shovels and take the handle of it and be like, "What is that? A freaking rat up there?" And start poking at the tiles with the shovel.
When you start poking at them, there's a sound like someone be moving their foot from a wet sock full of beans or something. It's this squelching sound, and a human torso falls out from the ceiling tile and just kind of splats on the floor. And you can give me a sanity roll, because
Jesus
it
fuck!
starts rolling around, trying to roll away
I don't
on
know if
its
this
own.
is really good or really bad, but I rolled a 69, which
Nice.
is a fail.
Everyone sanity?
It
Yeah,
is.
we all see this.
Yeah, it's gonna
Success.
start just rolling around.
Oh,
It is
no.
1 on a failure and a D6 to see this reanimated corpse.
Oh, 1 on a
Bit.
success, D6 on a fail.
Yeah, D6 on a failure, sorry. And let me know how much you lose, because
Bye, baby. Let's roll some intelligence.
I'm like trying to stitch up the doctor's neck, and I lose 3 sanity seeing this thing fall out of the ceiling, and I just jab the needle into it.
Penny's life has just
The
changed.
involuntary reaction when you lose sand.
Penny's life has just changed because I rolled an +1 on my sanity
Ah.
roll to understand the horrors of what I am seeing in front of me.
Yeah.
Don't understand it, therefore I must kill.
What you understand is this thing doesn't have limbs that kind of move around. It's just thrashing on its own accord just by like flexing its muscles. It's mobile, it's slow, but it's still mobile and alive. How Virginia and Valentine, how much did you lose?
Just one.
Just one. I
Okay.
succeeded.
God, what
Awesome.
is that? And it's moving?
Yeah.
Doing the worm.
I'm more concerned about the bag, Warwick's bag.
Yep.
That's what I was going to go for.
How'd you do on the first aid roll? I know you were startled, but
I spend a couple points of luck to barely succeed, which feels appropriate.
Could
for
I give
this
him a bonus
torso.
die if I was helping?
you could, yeah.
Oh, just take that instead of luck.
I'll take that. Let's see. Okay, then I won't spend the luck. Just have a normal success.
He is stable. He's not really able to move or like do anything, but he's stable. He's going to live. You'll
Yeah,
continue to have more Warwick situations.
Okay, well, there is
doomed the timeline.
absolutely then a needle just sticking out of his neck where I've left it. What the absolute hell?
There's no time. He wants us to burn those abominations.
Virginia, you're looking in this bag. Inside there is more gasoline and kind of lighters that start fires. And looking around this room itself, there are more of these tracks. There's one that heads to the room that Torso went to, and there are like footprints going off in one direction, handprints going off in another, and more of what looks like stuff was rolling or dragged into a third direction. They all kind of branch out in ways that wouldn't be possible for a body.
Oh God, they're everywhere. They're in the walls. They're in the ceiling. They're fucking everywhere. And I'm going to start taking the shovel and hitting the drywall. I'm banging it around and all of the tiles. I am just going ape shit in this main sort of lobby area, hitting everywhere that I think that these things may be hiding in the walls trying to get at us.
Yeah. You start knocking tiles out and turning this
God.
hospital morgue. You went to a bout, right?
Oh yeah.
You want that to be about, or there is the scenario that's offer your own bout, which you're convinced this is a setup.
I kind of feel like the paranoia is a bit more suiting because that was a very unpleasant surprise, and now I'm very concerned that these things are everywhere, crawling through the walls, trying to get at me. Maybe it'll be a setup later.
Yeah, I like that.
Tony Mangialone or whatever the
like
secretary boss is.
Mr.
Yeah, so-
Soprasetta.
Yeah, you're knocking out, just smashing stuff. You're opening up the drawers, shaking them to see if there's anything gonna slide out. There's just corpses in there.
Oh
And
God, there's more of them! Taking the shovel, chopping the corpses into bits.
This is what I was afraid of. Good
Um,
God.
So like, so what the doc is telling me is that these pieces they're trying to like escape and get out. We can't let that happen.
as you're saying that, the torso is trying to roll out of the room.
Get a tarp or something, for Pete's sake. Like going through the cabinets
It's trying to roll
that
out
are
of
busted open
Yeah.
from pity. Where's a tarp? We need something to carry it.
Yeah, there are
Uh-oh.
like morgue sheets.
Here,
They don't have body bags yet, but there are morgue sheets. Like,
here. Let's
stacked.
try and scoop
No,
it.
no, we're not using my duffel bag.
No, not the duffel bag. The tarp. The tarp. Penny, put
Yeah,
that down.
I'll help you try and scoop it.
We locked down the elevator, but Warwick got in through the back entrance, so I'm gonna seal that off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just barricade it.
All right. Virginia, what are you doing?
I was going to try and help scoop, but I'm also thinking we should knock down all the ceiling tiles.
I'm helping with that in my own
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
So
All right.
I'll help scoop and, twist up the ends of the sheet.
You can give me a dex roll to try to catch it first.
Ooh.
Oh, not a
Hope you-
not a strength.
I'll give you a choice between the two.
Great.
You can do either.
Come on, Virginia.
Um.
Push it. Push the roll. Dive after it. Try to catch it with your teeth.
Touch it.
I mean, I do kind of want to push it because
Do what
I
you
have an
want.
80 strength, so it
Ayo?
feels like I shouldn't fail at this.
Yeah, there's no chance.
There's no way you could fail
Yeah.
it.
So
There's
what
no way.
happens on a fail on the push roll, Mr. Keeper?
Hmm. I think it'll either just trip you up and you'll fall, and then it'll get away.
Ankles broke.
All right, I'm gonna push it. I'm doing it.
Yay.
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 So all zeros is bad, right?
No way.
No, that's
Another
great.
fumble.
On a push.
Yeah. Oh my.
You just like break your teeth? I don't.
Like the curb.
I'm suddenly get curb stomped by a torso.
Yeah, you're just trying to catch it, and it's not fast, but for some reason, like, you reach to grab it and you slip on this blood that's spilled on the floor. You're gonna take 1 damage as you kind of crash down onto this hard tile.
Ah!
The torso
It's too
just inches
strong.
through the door.
She Charlie Brown.
Going to the exit
Yeah.
Valentine, you see it kind of, if you're looking at the map, it's on the right side
Yeah.
of the map. It's not open, and it's this heavy metal door, but looks like there's been bloody handprints as if something tried to open it.
All right. I'm gonna if it's one of those like double push doors, right?
Hmm.
I'm gonna just put a shovel in between the handles,
Yeah,
lock
that
it,
works. Yeah.
and then I'll follow the bloody handprints, drawing my 22.
The bloody handprints go off of the door and then down farther to what looks like a maintenance area.
What's the illumination of the entire morgue? Is it
There are
all lit up or is it dark?
ceiling lights in most of the areas except within this maintenance area. It seems to have kind of like a full string light.
I'll go into the dark maintenance area by myself,
Okay.
following the bloody handprints.
All right. You want to give me a spot hidden?
I would love to give you a spot hidden.
Mop hidden.
Up hidden?
Yep. Oh, 1. Okay, that's pretty good.
You pause right at the entrance, and there's kind of these shelves that have
Locked in.
knocked over. You see something squirming behind one of the shelves, but what is more worrying is in front of you is a pool of water, and there's exposed wires kind of that have been pulled out and put into it.
Oh, you you can't get me, you bastard! And I'll shoot it. Shoot it like 3 times.
Shoot the water. Wait.
Give me a firearms roll, yeah.
Fuck yeah. My favorite role. I've typecast myself as
See, we're gonna find this body's toe tag. It'll just say Kevin McAllister.
oh my god. So you hear 3 shots go off. Only one of them hits.
Roll me damage.
It's D6, so 4.
Or okay. That it hits the arm and the arm kind of stops moving. But you can give me a dodge or give me a choice of dodge or fight back.
We are going to dodge. I rolled a 91. Not great.
All right, it hits. So while you're shooting at the one arm, another arm kind of just hits a wrench against your shin.
Oh my god, a wrench?
Yeah, and
Ah!
it
Is there a cartoon bong
This
sound?
is like this Looney Tune shit.
There's
Yeah,
like a cartoon snap sound. It's not quite the same.
it does 2 damage as you're like hobbling around
Oh!
on your leg, and the arms kind of start. The one that hit you starts kind of sliding under you. While that happens, you all hear the gunshot coming from the maintenance room. 3 gunshots, actually. What
It's
is
not
everyone
too
else
loud. It's a
doing?
22. It's like
Okay.
pop, pop, pop.
This is a hospital.
Damn
You're
straight
all
it is.
crazy.
But
Uh,
as a professional secretary, I know what gunshots sound
Yeah.
like. In my mad screaming through the more kind of smashing all the walls, everywhere that I think I see blood stains on the walls, on the ceiling, like opening up the more cabinets, where do you think I ended up? I'm trying to hunt down everything I think is like rats in the walls, but in this case it's hands and feet. Where
You're
do you think I
probably
ended up?
you're probably currently you're in this kind of office area on the top of the map. You have smashed up a bunch of stuff. Some of these tiles do have blood soaked on them, which is unsettling, but you've made it to the office where you are pulling up furniture, trying to look underneath it, and looking in the couches. Yeah, there are kind of windows that face kind of the outside. They're like higher up as it's a basement, but um, there are curtains next to them. For some reason, they reach the floor, and there are kind of 2 sets of feet underneath one of the curtains, kind of poking out from underneath it that you do see.
I don't know who actually shot the gun, but I'm going to say, oh God, they're getting us. They're killing us. And I want to take the shovel and like right on the foot. I want to take the little toesy woesies off, plunging the shovel down on it.
Yeah, give me a brawl.
Hell yeah. That's what I like to see. So that is a 12 under 30. So hard success, or I can buy it down to an extreme.
All right. Hard is good, I think. You can give me a D8. I believe that would make sense for a shovel.
Hell yeah, this is about to be my lucky shovel. 5 damage, baby. 1 for each toe.
Yeah, it's still moving, but it starts kind of like it can't move well because when you lose a big toe, you lose your balance, and this is just a foot, so it's kind of hobbling around. But the other foot it's more of a leg. It starts hopping out from behind the curtain and down the hall. You can give me another sanity roll for seeing this. You'll only lose a max of 1 this time, as you have lost a lot for seeing these things already.
Okay, well that's good because I rolled over my sand again. Is someone playing Benny Hill music in here?
Dr. Evans and Virginia Day. You're hearing some chaos from the office area next to you. You're hearing gunshots. The torso is still there. It's not
Oh,
very
great.
fast.
Yeah. I'll help Virginia up.
Yeah. Do I still have all my teeth? I'm just feeling.
It's
Yeah,
it's fixable.
I feel like on that
Great.
fumble, you
I'm
got a
missing
little.
one. Yeah.
you might have a chip in one or
You're
something.
missing the crazy tooth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your gold tooth's gone.
Fuck.
We're faster than it. Don't brute force it. We just go and scoop it together, right?
Okay. Okay.
I'll go on this side, and there's a little bit of like, is this thing still? This thing is just gushing blood as it's going, right?
Doesn't have any guts in it.
Oh,
There's just a hole in it.
oh. Well, I hate to hear that, but that is reminding like back of the head that where did the canopic jar stuff? But yeah, sorry, Virginia.
We can examine it afterwards. We gotta secure these things.
All right.
This isn't good for the hospital.
Truly. Yeah. I think both of us get on a side and try and
Okay.
corner it like a cat.
You're waving your arms like when you try to herd a chicken or something.
Yeah.
Just a torso.
Here, buddy. Come on.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Would you like?
Yeah.
I guess I can do dexterity this time.
Yeah, you'll
Okay.
probably get it with the both of you together. You can do a bonus die for that.
I got a hard success.
All right. Yeah, you're able to just scoop it up in this sheet, and you now have like a torso and a sheet. You probably nod it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's wiggling. Okay. The incinerator should be down the hall, and I think probably to the left from the map, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Let's convene at the incinerator, and we can burn them all. All right. We'll take the torso to the incinerator.
I'll leg it.
It's this large brick, like electric incinerator. It will take, I believe, a electrical repair or operate heavy machinery to turn it on, but haha, you now have to use the operate heavy machinery.
Electrical repair, you say? Well, I happen to have the base in that. She gets to this and is completely stymied of, I don't actually know how this works.
I have no idea. I've never used one of these things. You've never burned a body before?
That's not really my purview. Most of mine are living when I deal with them, and when they're not living, I don't deal with them very much anymore. Let's just open the door and throw it in for the moment, and we can figure out how to light it later.
Okay, let's do that.
You want to give me an intelligence roll? Just to see if you have a certain idea.
No.
No? Okay.
The 91 ain't gonna cut it.
You can give it to Virginia, yeah.
Don't worry, I'm sure the
understanding
chimney
of
is
the
no
map,
problem.
if my understanding of the
No.
map is accurate, then you may hear a wet coming from behind you.
Oh, someone's walking towards us.
Yeah, it's
Henry's limping towards you.
You must have found more of the body parts.
Someone catch that thing!
yeah, there is a foot that is moving on its own accord down the hallway towards you. The other one is definitely a lot slower, so you probably see Penny like trying to grab the next one.
I have the foot sandwiched between like a book in the office and then the flat part of the shovel, trying to hold it together without touching it. As I'm like, no, we got catch that thing.
What are the toes doing?
Probably
They're-
dangling.
Yeah.
Rolling on the ground. The ones that are fully detached, kind of just rolling, kind of like marbles.
Don't
But-
make more pieces.
Oh God.
They're pretty slow, so you could just scoop them up and, put them in a sandwich bag.
Put the toes in my purse.
Yeah, but to catch that leg you're trying to do, you want to give me a choice of dex or strength. Penny. It's gonna
So-
try to dodge.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do Dex. As I'm gonna try to punt it to catch it off guard. I'm glad I have a very high Dex. I rolled a 73 under 80.
You do that. You punt it, and it's now just kind of wiggling on the floor like it's doing the worm, but it's just a leg. But yeah, it's not hard to just pick up and have this leg
Okay.
now.
Let's.
You got that incinerator thing going? Where's the other guy?
No, the incinerator. He's shooting at something, and there's no way in hell I'm going over there.
Yeah, and we will go to the other guy as you've
Hit
just
by a wrench in the shin.
yeah.
That's Batman training. Anyway, I will lift the duffel bag over my head and slam it down on the arm.
That will be a dex roll.
Okay. Not unarmed or brawl.
Oh,
Oh, unarmed.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm trying to smash it. There's a gas
Oh,
cannon.
okay, yeah. Then, yeah, it's a brawl.
Get pacified, demon. 20.
All right. Let's see if it dodges.
That's hard for me.
It fails. So yeah, you can give me. I think it's just a bag of a gas can be like a D4, maybe D4 plus
D4? Okay.
D4
D4
plus
plus
one.
damage
Say
bonus.
yeah, D4 plus damage bonus. Yeah,
2, and then 3 total. Ugh! Bonk.
yeah. It's stunned, but it's still under there squirming. You can see and probably hear the wrench scraping against the tiles.
Ugh. Hate
I-
that.
You want to give me a listen roll?
Sure. Nope. 82.
But what are you doing about this arm?
I'm going to get that gasoline can out of the duffel bag and try and put the arm in the duffel bag.
All right. That'll just be a dex roll to try to wiggle it in because it's still swinging this wrench at you.
Sounds good. Bad arm. I passed with a
Okay.
hard.
All right. Yeah, it misses you with the wrench and you put it in the bag and it's just this arm squirming in the bag with a wrench.
Yeah, and the arm I shot is on the floor next to the water.
It's
Right.
not there anymore.
What the? That son of a bitch. I'm looking for a blood trail then.
Yeah. You want to give me a dodge roll again?
Oh no. I'd love to give you dodge roll. I'd love to pass the dodge roll barely. 59 out of 60.
A
Oh, actually,
shelf?
I failed. I'll
Oh.
spend 9 luck.
Yeah, one of the shelves falls towards you
Oh my
and
god.
crashes to the floor. You step out of the way, but there's this arm that has this hole in it that's leaking even more blood, but it's holding a screwdriver and kind of sliding towards you.
Oh, please. uh, if I get the act, I'm
Yeah,
gonna back
honestly,
up,
It's
and then I'm gonna remember. I remember that I still have a gun, so I shoot it 3 more times.
yeah, you can have the first action. So
All right, I'm at point blank because that's 12 feet. So, miss. All right, nice. 01, crazy, and then 14, which is a hard.
all
I'll
right, the one gets it. It's
Yeah, okay.
like you just blast into the hole in it and it stops moving.
I will kick the duffel bag a bit until the arm currently in it stops moving, and then I'm gonna put the arm that's not in the bag in the bag.
You've put it in there. There's now blood soaking through your bag. The exact
Ugh.
thing you didn't want to
I
happen.
know.
The finger,
Warwick, he owes me a new bag.
the fingers of the arm that was in there are kind of wiggling against your hand as you try to put the other arm in there.
That I'll slap it.
You now have 2 arms and a duffel bag.
I think the duffel bag's gotta go in the incinerator. At this
that's a
point.
good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those near the incinerator, you also can give me a listen roll.
Right, this is no problem. Everything's fine here. Thanks for asking. No.
I'm busy trying to like.
2.
Oh, nice. I'm
Nice.
trying to shove my foot and toes, not my foot, and the torso into the incinerator and get it going. I don't hear anything.
I'm like pushing at the parts that are trying to get out, like a cat and a cat carrier.
Stop poking at
One's
that and get
trying-
the fucking leg.
Put the leg in. I'm keeping the torso from
I
coming
got the
out
foot.
while you
I
put
got the foot. I can't get the leg. Come, what are you doing here?
Yeah,
I'm trying to
shut the
tell you
fuck
for a
up.
second.
What?
What?
Shut it.
Virginia, you hear what sounds like, with the extreme, you hear the, like, rotating of a phone, like the little clicking as if someone's, like, dialing a number on a phone. Coming from
Okay.
the
Oh,
office.
okay. I'm gonna rush out. I'm gonna take out my gun, rush towards it.
You could give me another sanity roll because on the desk of the office, we're next to the phone. It seems that a human head is just sitting there kind of rolling. It has detached the phone from the receiver and is now using its tongue to dial a number. It's very,
Uh,
very slowly. It's just click, 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 click.
I succeeded my sanity roll, so I'm gonna yank the phone out of its
Hey! I was using
grasp.
that.
Why?
It's talking to you.
Who are you calling? Who do you know? Who's the head?
I was calling the police. I'm a lot more than a head, you know.
At the moment, you're just a head.
It
I don't know
almost
what
shrugs.
constitutes a person to you, but shrugs. You're just a head.
Well, I said it almost
Shoulders
shrugged.
are
It just kind of like waffles.
So why? What are you doing here?
I'm trying to put myself back together, of course.
Why are you apart?
Because Warwick decided to cut me up. I think
For
that's his
what
name.
reason?
Because I was putting myself back together.
So you were apart before.
Well, no, but he would cut me and it healed, so he would just escalate it.
Okay. Where are you from? What's your name?
He's are you gonna attack me?
I mean, I don't know what's going on here. I bring out my notebook.
Like his eyes are just like looking around the room.
Seems I have the leg up in this situation.
Hey, that's a low blow. Not that you can really get any lower.
I mean, what are you going to do about it?
Can I
I could
phone
attack
back?
you, but are you going to?
Well, you're
Seems
gonna
like
you gonna put me back together.
But why would I?
Why wouldn't you? It's a human life. Do you not value human life?
Yeah, what the fuck you doing in there?
Yeah, you all hear this conversation at this point.
I think one of the toes got loose. Oh, I found it.
It seems to me. I don't even know if you're human.
Well, I'm part human.
What does that mean?
Heart's human.
I'm just a head.
I'm just a head sitting in front of a girl asking him.
Listen, I don't know what Warwick was doing here, but it seems like to put things right, you got to go.
Come on.
I'm going to grab him by the hair and bring him out to the others.
It's gonna try to bite you.
You can try. What's my dodge? Okay. Probably bites me.
Yeah, it succeeds, so I don't it's just 1 damage. See,
Ow.
yeah, it's like
Stop.
gnawing on your finger.
I'll use my other hand to grab his hair.
This is cruel. What have I
Yeah.
done to you? What have I ever done to you? Aside from bite you, but
I mean, you're not the one paying me for this, so I'm bringing you to the others.
yeah,
Wait,
it's
Someone's paying us for this?
Okay, we got the body parts in the. What is that?
It's another body part.
And then Henry, right around the corner, with the bleeding duffel bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What
got a
is
bloody
that?
duffel bag
Um,
that's kicking.
Those who yeah, can give me another sanity roll for seeing the head. Except Penny, you don't need to. You've lost the max amount.
I failed.
Yep,
Okay.
same.
It's a D6, a D4, Alex, because you've already seen them now.
Oh, just one.
Oh, is
Okay.
it a D4 for failure this time?
How much sanity have you lost so far?
3. 3.
3. Okay, so you only need a D3.
Okay. In that case, it's still 3 sanity. So this
Okay.
is not ideal.
You cannot lose anymore.
What is that? What is that? What is? She's just getting stuck.
He's
kind
an
of
asshole,
around.
but also
Hey,
another
Did you
I
body
don't
find
part.
even
his
have
asshole?
one. I don't even have one.
No, we put that in the incinerator.
No.
I got his arms.
There they are. I was looking for them.
I'll toss the duffel bag next to the incinerator.
I think the head goes last, and we got to start this thing up.
Wait, why are we birding?
Wait, do we have everything?
There's one more leg.
Where'd
That
that go?
Yeah.
Wait,
You got the one that you detowed. The other one is, you probably hear it, like the little bouncing of it going down the hallway.
We hear a bang as it's trying to like kneecap barge its way through the door that
Yeah.
Henry barred.
Wait,
God damn it, Charlotte! I thought you had it. I got it.
How are you still alive?
I reload my gun.
He's not answering a lot of questions. Listen, I tried.
If he wants to play hooky, we can just throw him in the incinerator.
Nah, that's just unfair.
Well, you
Come
better
on,
start
okay.
talking then.
At least give me my limbs back. It'd be a fair fight.
How'd you start? How'd you become what you are?
Practiced ritualistic.
Oh,
Yeah.
What
I
I'm
made a
sorry. I
deal
thought you
with-
were going to
I-
stop at practice, and I'm like, that does not answer the question.
Yeah, well,
10,000 hours.
I made a deal with some of the forces out there. Regeneration in exchange for sacrifice. And
Okay, you're definitely a bad person. That's what bad people do.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
wait,
just a
what?
What
mobster.
were the police going to do with you? Why would a mobster call the police, first of all?
Well, I can
So
just
he's gonna
fake
call
dead.
his boys.
I could just fake dead. It'd be you the
Or
ones
you could-
desiccating a corpse.
If we burn you, then there's
Oh,
no
we're
court.
desiccating a corpse, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're like a current person,
What do you mean, a current person?
like a modern day.
Yeah,
Where'd you
No.
learn how to do this?
get over in Sicily, where I'm from. Being a mobster, it's quite handy being able to regenerate.
Is that a Sicilian thing?
You,
Is the incinerator on at this point?
Yeah.
You can give me the operate heavy machinery,
Okay, I'm gonna
Or,
put the duffel bag in then.
electronic repair.
Yeah, I've got operate heavy machinery. So,
You hear the sounds of like the arms scratching at the canvas of the duffel bag.
so I passed with a 24. So as I flick
It's
this
on, yeah.
does it hurt when I do this? I turn it on.
Yeah, he's not reacting, but it's more like, come on. That's a low blow. Now I can't give you a proper fight. Don't put me in there, please. I hate fire.
I mean, if he's just ahead, we could study. Like,
never
if he
getting
could
ahead.
teach us, but if he could teach us this, think of how this would revolutionize, like
Fuck no.
transplants. What
We
about
could sell him to a
transplants?
sideshow.
If you're willing to make regular sacrifices to the crawling chaos, anything can happen.
What do the sacrifices entail exactly?
And human life.
I was gonna say a lot more than desecrating bodies.
Yeah, I
I
definitely
just
took an oath that doesn't let me do that.
every
Unless
person I kill as a mobster, I just turn into a sacrifice.
Oh, that pesky oath.
it is. Although, if we could use your organs for transplants, you'd be
Where are your
saving lots
organs?
of lives.
That's a little secret.
Yeah, they're probably crawling around.
Maybe they are. Maybe they aren't. I'm not a snitch.
Okay, well, we got to find his organs too because his torso was hollow. So we
And
got a leg and his organs to find.
yeah, Penny, you're chasing the leg down the hall currently. You can give me a dex roll. Did you to try to catch it?
Okay,
It's gonna
that
kick.
is a regular pass.
All right. Yeah, you grab it. It tries to kick you, but it kind of falls over and you just have it by the ankle. It's wiggling and you're kind of holding it like a bat. But at that point, everyone can give me a listen roll
Oh,
because this leg is thrashing about.
Yeah, I
Pro
got
tip.
you, you son of a bitch. Don't hear anything.
Yep, put points in
11.
listen.
Hard.
Oh,
Regular pass also.
nope.
There's this writhing, wiggling noise coming from where the room you left Dr. Warwick in.
Oh no, we got to check
And
on Warwick.
this choking.
He's being choked. I'm running. I'm dashing.
Are you disposing of the parts you currently have as you're running over, or do you still have
Oh,
them
I
in
think
hand?
I already turned it on.
Oh yeah, the head.
Oh,
Head.
I don't
I'm
have
still
the head.
holding the head,
I think Virginia's still having a lively conversation with him.
holding him like Mimir and God of War. Put him on my belt.
Yeah,
Lollipop chainsaw.
I think I just keep biting you if you put it on your
No,
belt.
I'm not gonna put him on my belt.
But the leg that you just freshly caught, Banks, is that going in the incinerator before you check on Warwick?
I cannot
checking on
resist the idea of using the leg as a weapon against the other parts of the body. So I'm going to say Penny picked up the leg at the double doors, like towards the back, and I'm going to go check on where or actually, no, I don't even hear the gurgling. So Henry just runs past me and I
I'm
just
saying
turn
he's
and
getting
look.
choked.
What? Who's getting choked?
Warwick's
The head?
getting choked. We forgot the organs. And I'm scrambling to the.
Yeah, so I'll stop and watch what Henry's doing because I don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
bring the head with me to check on Warwick.
I guess I'll come along too.
You can give me another sanity roll, because this is kind of separate than the others. All the organs of Dr. Warwick and the intestines have kind of emerged out of a vent and are now wrapping around Warwick. They're just this writhing mass of reanimated organs. And they're kind of choking him. He's
Stop doing that.
turning blue.
I'm diving in and I'm trying to get the intestines like off of his neck.
All right, we will go into Dex order
I
now.
passed my stand.
Yeah,
Same.
I failed.
Uh-oh.
Pass.
pass. It is another just a full D6 on a failure.
D6.
1 on a success for seeing a massive organs.
What's the amount you have to cross before you're into indefinite?
It's listed in the book.
Oh,
It should be on the sheet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The fifth of your
Sure
starting
is.
stand.
I need to find it. There's actually a very helpful page where it gives you like each investigator and the amount they exactly have to lose.
Yep, there it is.
I believe his
I'm
is 12.
fine. I'm over halfway there, but I got time to spare.
That's not the lyrics.
Call him off. Call off your organs.
They don't have ears. I have all the ears.
You don't control them?
Maybe I do. Maybe I
Damn
don't.
Why am I
I
asking
ain't,
this?
I ain't
I'm
played.
sorry. Carry on. Henry,
Pity-
please.
Yeah, it is your turn first. You have this leg that's wiggling in your hand.
Yep, I want to try to use the leg like a club. to knock some of the intestines. Like I mentioned, they're reaching from the vent, so I want to just kind of clobber down on it to yank them either off the doctor, out of the vents. I don't really care. I'm going to roll with a penalty dice since the leg is probably not going to cooperate, but I find this very funny, so I'm committing to it.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. No matter what, I got 2 40s and a 4. That is still a regular pass.
Nice, nice. I'll just use the kick stat for hitting this thing. So, and I don't really like this stat. We'll say a D4.
Okay.
D4 plus damage bonus if you got it.
4 total. It's weak to itself.
It kind of bounces a bit, but yeah, it backs off a bit. Maybe it lets go of the doctor, but it starts squirming back into the vent.
Someone get in there, bite it, drag it out.
Fight.
Valentine, you're next.
I'm gonna shoot this thing as it's trying to slither away 3 times.
Okay.
I'm in the same room as it, so it's point blank. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, let's drop. Miss. I'm not good at this. Miss. 05. That is an extreme.
It hits it. Not sure if it does much because there isn't really like a
Yeah.
specific vitals area. It's kind of just all vitals. Like the heart has kind of unraveled and joined with all the organs, so it's just this one unified mass. It kind of wants to climb out, and it lashes out probably at you, Valentine, since you made. I'll see who it lashes out on. No, it's Banks, since you actually hit it and did a bit more than Valentine. You can give me a dodge or fight back.
I'm going to go ahead and give it a dodge. And rolling a lot of 40s tonight. That's a 46, which is a regular, I think? Yeah, regular.
Yep, it swings at you but misses, and it kind of slaps into one of the autopsy tables, and then it starts trying to curl around your ankle, but it's not succeeding currently. Dr. Evans.
Oh, Dr. Evans in a
Bite it.
bite. I do like that the idea of keeping it from going in the vents. So I'm a doctor. I've done worse than this, and she's just gonna grab a hold of it and try and hold it in place for the
Oh
others
my
to
god.
beat the ever living shit out of it.
All right, you'll need to give me a strength roll. It'll have to be a hard or higher.
Oh, no problem. Let me just check real quick. An 88 is a failure.
At least it's not Delta Green, as Lex said earlier. Yeah, there's not a lot to grab onto it. You're kind of just slipping, and you got like one end of an intestine,
God.
but maybe got its spleen.
Trying to grab it, it's just slipping out of my hands.
And Virginia,
Yeah.
the head is still next to you. You're holding it.
I'm holding. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
Like-
gonna let it go. Yeah. See what you've done. Yeah, holding the head with one hand, bringing out my gun, and I'll I'll shoot at it.
Put the gun against the head. Stop or I'll shoot.
Can you like plug my ears? It's kind of close to my head.
I only have 2 hands.
Drop me. I can go get.
No.
Oh, you burned mine.
So yeah, I guess I'll make 3 shots. 74, no, 22, and 50, and blah blah blah. That is one of them hits.
again, it doesn't seem to do a lot. Like you see, like the where it impacts, but it's just it's like trying to poke spaghetti with a toothpick. It's not doing a whole lot.
We're lighting this thing up. We should shoot it again.
2 damage.
That's a good point. Where's the gasoline, Henry?
It's in the hallway, but there's gasoline in his bag.
I was gonna say
Warwick's
there's
bag.
there's gas in his bag.
And it is back to you. Oh no, it's the head's turn. The head is actually going to try to swing at you and bite again, but it doesn't have any success. It's like rocking back and forth, and it tries to bite your like gut arm, but it doesn't
I'm
do
gonna-
anything.
Pistol whip you.
Back to Penny.
This got me thinking about spaghetti. So I want to take the leg, plant the leg down, and grab some of the intestine and start wrapping it around the leg to try and spool it out of the vent.
God.
Yeah, you want to give me I think it's probably going to end up as strength just because you're pulling it out technically.
Okay, I was gonna say I can do fighting brawl to try and grab it, and then it can be strength contest, whatever you want.
Penny, it's slippery as hell.
Fuck yeah, I got an odd 5. I don't give a shit what you want me to
Yo.
roll.
Let's
It
go.
also fumbled, so you got
It's
it
weak to itself. I told you.
All
You're
right, hold it in place.
You're spooling an intestine around the leg, and it is your turn, Valentine.
I'm pissed off. I'm just gonna boot a metal gurney into it.
All right, that'll be a brawl. So,
All right. So you've got it spooled up. I'm just booting a gurney. 06. That is an extreme.
all right, yeah. Give me a d6 of damage. Just 6 damage.
6 damage. All right.
Yeah,
So-
it falls into this thing and kind of squishes a good bit of it. And when it's trying to rip itself free, or when Banks is ripping itself free, it's also like ripping bits of the organs. It's going to try to wrap itself both around, I believe, Banks and Dr. Evans, as you were both very close to it. All right, so Evans, it gets you. Banks, it somehow doesn't. It probably because all the bits near you are wrapped around you, but wrapped around its own leg. Can someone roll me a d4?
Certainly.
Too slow. 4. No.
Ah,
4?
Who do you
I
like
could
better?
take it. 2 seems more.
It starts to strangle you, Dr. Evans, and you'll take 4 damage as is this a bit of
Unlucky.
True.
intestine? I mean, it's probably a bit of intestine strangling you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But Doctor, it's your turn. If you want to try to break
I
free,
just
I'll need
tried to grab it.
I'll need a-
She's like on the floor, slipping around in the blood. Yeah. Sorry. What kind of roll?
Not a good one.
hard dex or strength.
Well, those are equal, so we're gonna go with strength. She's just trying to rip it. No, 79. Not a chance.
And Virginia Day.
Yeah. So we've still got the mass. What's attacking the doctor? A piece
The
of
bit of intestine, or maybe the unraveled heart.
okay. Yeah, I'll try and help get
Oh.
some of that off. I'm gonna yank and try and tear it apart.
All right, that'll be another hard dex or strength roll.
That is not hard. That's
Okay.
just regular.
Would you like to spin the luck?
I don't.
Did you drop the head to do this?
oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, that's probably where the problem is. You're not pulling with
Yeah.
both hands, so you just have one hand, and the head's still right next to you.
Yeah.
And its eyes are wide, kind of watching those massive organs, and it's like, I've never seen my own insides before.
Evans is like halfway trying to hit the face and it's not doing anything.
In between chants of fight, fight, fight.
Call it off! Call it off! My bet's on the
Uh,
organs.
Mine too.
It would cost like all of my luck to do it.
The head's gonna again. It does this swing and tries to bite, but it fails again. It's not having any success.
Okay.
Back to you, Penny.
So about how much of the intestine do I have spooled up? So I want to know if I try to like bear hug this spooled up leg and then run with it, if I can drag a lot of the intestines out. You know, I hear you can lay it, if you lay an intestine end to end across a tennis court, you'll die. But I think that I might be able to get it out of the vent.
Yeah, I'll say if you want to just try to run off with it, you can't give me a dex roll. I think that makes more sense.
I think I'm going to do a strength roll because
Okay.
this is very funny to me and I kind of don't want to succeed.
Oh,
And see if
okay.
maybe I can pull it out. And that is an ought 9. My dice don't want my comedic relief.
Yeah, so you don't slip on the blood that is pooled on the floor. You don't slip on Warwick, and he's still there. He's somehow still alive, but you just run past him, and there's these organs trailing behind you, squirming. They're
With
kind
an
of
extreme, do I
with an
start dragging Evans behind
yeah,
me
with the
with
extreme.
the intestine?
Bump,
Evans is
bump.
getting pulled behind it, and you have this
Penny now.
Evans. No, it's Valentine. Your turn.
I'm gonna try and rescue Dr. Evans. I'm gonna turn towards the head, and I'm gonna be like, "You better cut this shit out, or I'm gonna use you like a basketball." As I'm pulling off the intestines off of Evans' neck.
Listen, I'm way ahead of you, Valentine. I've had enough of this shit.
It sticks its tongue out at you.
All right. Well, I'm concentrating on getting some air for Dr. Evans. I'm trying to
Alright,
break the chokehold.
yeah. That hard dex or strength roll again.
All right. Let's see it. You got a 30% chance.
Come on.
Nope.
Yeah, you trying to pull Evans free. Evans, you're going to take 1 more point of damage as you're. Yeah,
I'm fine. I'm just
it's
half
fairly
dead.
forgiving.
It's
but
beat me half to death.
it's gonna try to grab you two, Valentine, and kind of use you as an anchor. I rolled the wrong dice.
Can I dodge?
Yes.
I would love to dodge. My dice would not love to dodge.
Well, it doesn't manage to hit you.
Oh, thank God.
But as it's being dragged around the hall, it swings at Dr. Warwick and kills him.
Oh no.
It got an extreme. So it's being dragged down the hall, and it just just grabs the scalpel that's on the floor and just stabs it into him.
No! That's a sand roll for sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost at this moment of just it being just the head starts kind of laughing at that.
I passed. This is fine.
Fail.
I think a D4 because you didn't know him. A lot of you didn't know him closely, but it's still seeing someone die.
Okay. Well, God damn it! Now we're gonna have to incinerate him too.
No, he's the pansy. He's the pansy.
I took a 4. That was.
Me too.
I am
Oh.
indefinite.
Okay. So is that just an automatic belt?
I
You're
think so.
indefinite. If you lose more, you're going to go in the bout, but
Okay.
you are not.
I'm wigging out.
Yeah. But it is your turn, Evans.
Um,
I want to
the
say
yeah.
with Valentine having helped you, you can have a bonus die to kind of rip free.
Okay. Yeah, then
Uh,
she'll keep doing that. She had thoughts, but no, just getting free, getting air is the top priority. So she'll just try and rip them away from her throat. And oh, that's looking good to start with. The bonus die, I'll spend the 4 points of luck this time to succeed with a
Okay.
hard strength roll.
Yeah, you wiggle out of the intestines and gasp for air. You think you got maybe a bit of it in your mouth, bit of
Little spit, little tries to wiggle away.
I'll never be able to eat menudo again.
Yeah, I'm going
the
vegan.
head. Yeah, the head is still there swinging. It says, like, I'm not. It might try to be dumb enough to bite. It fails again. It's just it's swinging, it's opening its mouth, trying to like get a chunk of your wrist, Virginia, but it fails every time.
Yeah, of course it does. Dumb son of a bitch. Um, is the if the incinerator is still operational, like if we've got it already going?
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
going.
Okay.
Would I know
Um,
if it's safe to just open one of these while it's going?
Probably not. It won't like set you on fire, but if you stand far back enough, it'll be fine.
Or we can just like off, throw it in, on.
Yeah, that
Yeah, how long
handle's
does
gonna
it
be
take?
real hot though.
I'll get a cloth towel.
Use
'Cause
the head.
Oh yeah.
Yes! They can bite the handle.
Bite down.
Because what I was gonna do is run back to the incinerator. Yeah, I guess if the handle's hot, wrap up my take my coat off, wrap it around my hand, and throw them in.
Yeah.
Throw the head in.
Any witty one-liner?
It just starts. Now I feel on the spot. No, it just starts screaming.
You're fired.
Oh.
Hey! You just killed the man.
I'll be back. If it would, it'd have a little thumbs up that sticks out of the fire, but it's already burnt. And now we just have Banks with the intestines that are kind of trying to latch on to anything and keep you from running off with them.
So
Yeah, they have the leg too.
yeah, I'm gonna roll intelligence to see if Penny is. God damn, hot six. So yeah, as I am running out of the room, since I'm not dragging Charlotte behind me, like I can start making some progress. I was just kind of like Scooby-Dooing on the floor, not making much headway. But I'm going to run south out of this room and towards where I see some electrical sparks in a pool of water in the maintenance room at the other end of the hallway, and then chuck the leg with the spooled up intestines to electrocute all of the other intestines and things in the wall to make them more compliant, to then pull back out,
Okay.
blacking out all the electricity in the hospital in the process, which I'm sure is fine and will not influence anything.
Yeah, especially in the 1920s where they probably don't have like a lot of like.
What do they have?
backup
Iron
generators.
lungs? Never heard of it.
So you do succeed when you throw this down. The circuit short out, and the power goes out. In turn, the generator goes out. But this thing stops moving. It starts, thrashing a bit in the electrified water, but then it just goes still and it's kind of steaming a bit.
So the incinerator's off now.
Yeah.
God damn it.
It'll
Somebody
stay
help
on
me
for a
spool this thing
second.
up. I can't see shit in here.
Look,
you got a flashlight?
There's still gasoline. We'll just
Yeah.
have to fucking burn the morgue down.
Let me light this gas can real quick. No, she'll just take like a cigarette.
Yeah, we'll pour
and a lighter.
gasoline
Yeah.
on the fucking meat.
Yeah, I think spool everything
Yeah.
up on the leg, shove the leg into the incinerator, and then either wait for the generator or
gas
use
it.
gas and put it in there.
Yeah, you probably would have to use the gas. You grab this steaming pile, maybe use like a shovel, broom handle or something to not get electrified touching it. But this steaming, smoking pile of meat, you kind of just
Cook.
push it in
Why am I
generator,
hungry?
put the gas in, and yeah, it doesn't start moving again as you just throw the gas in, shut the door, probably throw a lighter in before that, and
We'll make
incinerate
sure
it.
it's gone.
What are you doing? It's gone. The fire is blazing inside of it. But what are you doing with Warwick and this mess? Because the tiles are gone. There's blood trails everywhere, footprints everywhere. Um, phone receivers on the floor, power's out. Someone's gonna go down here and check.
And
Are you
the
cleaning up at all?
secretary saw us.
I think this is a case where we say Warwick went crazy and attacked us.
It was self-defense,
It
right?
was self-defense.
Who wants to pick up the scalpel? They do fingerprint checks on these things, you know.
God.
Oh, quick, open the door. We'll claim he had other help or something.
Well, who
You think
knew
we
he
should
was down
flee the
here?
scene?
I think we need to bring him out. We don't want him to tarnish the reputation of the.
I'm sure
Hospital.
they have an
Dr.
excellent
Evans, I
legal
think you got the
department.
most stand-up reputation between us, so I think you should do it.
No,
No cop's gonna question you.
if I'm being honest, Warwick's more. I'm afraid his days of use are over. I say we just blame it all on him.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
just
sure,
all
I'm
leave
just
from the
saying.
back.
dude.
Yeah.
Let's just get the fuck out of here.
I mean, you're not wrong, Virginia. Like, it's a bummer. He seemed like an okay guy, but
I'm more concerned about the university's reputation than his, to be honest.
oh, they fired his ass like weeks ago. We're fine.
The
This is like
university has an
fifth
excellent
worst
legal
thing.
department.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
All
don't
right.
feel
weirdly,
bad.
right? Why does it have such a good legal department?
As they're having this
Alright.
conversation, I'm gonna take Warwick's watch.
Do have it. Yeah. But we'll close things out there as you leave this mess of a morgue behind. For improvements, you all get D8 sanity points for getting rid of all the bits and pieces.
Hey,
Oh, we got them all?
Yeah, all the matters. I guess the toes maybe, but all the bits that matter.
they were gems.
We see one big toe get in the camera and then like twitch menacingly.
I think Penny Banks and Valentine, both of you get 5 points of Cthulhu Mythos for going insane. And in addition to that, everyone gets 2 more points of Cthulhu Mythos for encountering the bits and pieces.
So what was that? Crawling chaos? I may want to look that up.
I'm going to Sicily.
God.
Yeah, so the background's simple. It's just someone figures out a way. It can be, the book allows you to pretty much decide whoever it is who becomes the bits and pieces, but they figure out a way to regenerate. Warwick figures this out and he starts, cutting the body up when he gets fired for doing that. So he buys equipment for his own home. He wants to steal the body to essentially do it at home. And he is ambushed before he has a chance. But yeah, that was bits and
Awesome.
pieces.
Awesome.
Super fun. Thanks for running that.
Yeah, that was so much
Thanks,
That was
fun.
a lot of fun. This
Just
will make a
quick
really
one.
fun con game.
Yeah.
I think you could just cut out the whole apartment and do it just in a morgue and run it in like 45 minutes.
Yeah. Nice tight scavenger hunt. I like it. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for joining us for another RPG Reanimators. It's a live actual play. We hope you'll stay tuned for other great Call of Cthulhu scenarios. Anything that we need to plug from people?
Just David behavior, as always. Listen
Very
to my
good.
podcast.
Do it. All right.
Do it
yeah.
or she'll get up mad at you. It's very important.
I'll put your head in the incinerator.
Oh no.
Oh.
Excellent. Well, in that case, until next time. Bye.
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 Thanks for listening.
Be sure to check out the RPG Reanimators podcast for horror scenario reviews, interviews, gaming discussions, and more.